Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Lost. This is the 5th episode of the final season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Speak about links in the description. We are running our most liked characters throughout the whole entire franchise. 3 votes are allowed, and obviously your results of mine will be shown in the final episode. You can also choose the next show on the channel, which will be uploaded weekly on the YouTube and daily on the Patreon. So if you're interested, go over there and check it out. I'd like to thank you all for taking part in advance. So, last episode is pretty much all about John Locke. Well, the monster as well, whatever you want to call the dude on the island. We had a backstory, or an alternate reality one, of Locke. He was still obviously in his wheelchair. Seems like he gets on with his father. He's actually with Helen, which is interesting because we know that in the timeline when he's onto the island, that his relationship actually broken down because of his dad, and he actually got put in a wheelchair because his dad actually launched him out like an 18-story building, didn't it? Do you know what I mean? After John confronted him about trying to wreck somebody else's life after ruining his and stealing his kidney. And that's the reason he got put in a wheelchair. And that's how obviously we're seeing Jacob for the first time come over and actually touch Locke and speak to him for the first time. Now, obviously, like I said, in the alternate reality, he's already in a wheelchair still, but he's actually in a relationship with Helen. And he's gone on this trip for work, but he's actually gone to none of the conferences, ended up trying to go on this outback, like we've seen him try to do multiple times, which was unsuccessful. But he's ended up losing his job, meeting HURLEY, who actually owns his box company. Do you remember? Who's actually hooked him up with another one. As he went for an interview, Rose was there. She ended up speaking to him about, her diagnosis of cancer and basically coming to terms with what she could do in her life and stuff like that. And like, nothing's really impossible, but you got to be realistic about the situations that you want to be in. Locke wanted to work in a construction site. She ended up getting him a job at, at a school, which is pretty decent. He was teaching. Another interesting factor in that is Ben was working there as well. So I wonder if we're going to get more of this little bit of storyline going forward, because it would be pretty exciting to see them both engage with each other. Now on the island, obviously Locke was trying to recruit James. He ended up getting Sawyer. He was saying to him, look, he'll give him the answers that he needs. Sawyer was drinking. He's obviously upset what's happened to Juliet and everything that's going on. And he's actually took him to a cave, which is obviously Jacob's, and inside of it had everybody's names kind of carved into the rock, and basically everybody had numbers and he was all crossed off. And it seemed to be that the numbers of the hatch of obviously HURLEY winning the lottery and everything that brought them to the island, they had the numbers that was down next to people's names who are people who potentially worthy of actually protecting the island. Well, Locke's obviously turned around and said to Sawyer, look, there's 3 options. You can either stay and have a name on here and potentially be crossed off, like crossed off Locke's name because he's obviously passed away, or you could stay. You could be the new Jacob. Option 3 is you could just get up, leave with me, and we can go back to the real world. And that's the option that obviously Sawyer wants to take. So it looks like they're teaming up, even though Richards warned him that obviously is bad news and he wants to kill not just Sawyer but everybody else on the island. So very interesting stuff. Can't wait to check out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, really, it's interesting that, because he had his appendix took out by Juliet.
Found him yet?
No, I called a couple hours ago and they think the coffin was checked through Berlin. Mom, when did I have my appendix taken out?
You were 7 or 8 maybe. You collapsed at school.
Oh, damn it. Mom, I gotta go.
Well, don't forget to...
Yo, so he apparently had it when he was like 7, but he's only just kind of noticing the scar on him now.
Sorry I'm late. Thought I had enough time to go home and change after work.
Yo, there's Clay from 13 Reasons Why.
I was afraid you'd left.
I appreciate your honesty.
Ford and Austin and Quan, they're not coming back, are they?
No, probably not.
I feel like Kate might come back, actually.
There's like a kitchen in this place?
Oh, Jacob's
down
there.
The hallway, Hugo. Dude, what are you doing here?
I'm here because I need you. You should probably get a pen. You're gonna have to write a few things down.
What kind of things?
Someone is coming to the island.
Someone's coming to the
I need you to
island.
help them find it.
Did he... Do you know in his backstory or whatever it was, when he was first introduced, when he was sat on the beach with that guy, obviously like Locke now, did he bring that ship to the island himself? Do you know what I mean? Like, because Locke, whoever that guy was, he was obviously mad at Jacob for obviously bringing them there, I feel like, and that's why he turned around and said, one day, do you know what I mean, I'm going to get my revenge, I'm going to get a loophole and I'm going to take you out, I'm going to kill you. Obviously, we've waited all of this time and he's done it, but I feel like at that time then, he was trying to bring people in, and somehow he's going to use HURLEY again to bring some more in.
Hooked up the cable in here, so you can watch the Red Sox if you want. Hey.
Trust, right? He's a moody kid. In 13 reasons, he's moody here.
What are you listening to? I'm just trying to have a conversation with you, David.
Why? We see each other like once a month. Can't we just get through it?
Yeah, Mom.
Where are you?
Sorry, I'm heading out right now. I'll be right there. I have to go over to your grandmother's house. You want to come?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, mate, yeah, my kid would stress me out if he was like that. Honestly, I really would.
Look, you told me these people think I have an infection, that they wanted to give me some mysterious pill that you instructed me not to take.
Whatever it is they think happened to you, Saeed, they say it happened to someone else, too.
Yes, I'm happy that we're getting Claire. Oh, she saved Jin. Yeah, it was Jin. I totally forgot who it was that she saved.
Let me get you out of there.
How long have you been out here?
Since you all left.
Look at her, she looks mad. 3 years. Yo, imagine getting one of them traps on your leg. It's ruthless, that.
What are you doing?
You know, looking, because I'm a big fan of temples.
Go back to the courtyard.
Tell him you're a candidate.
I'm a candidate, and I can do what I want.
Who told you that?
Why don't you go back to the courtyard?
I told you to bring Jack with you.
I can just go myself.
You have to bring him with you, Hugo.
Okay, it's bad enough you already made me write down way too much stuff, and I just lied to a samurai.
It's interesting, man. Honestly, it really is.
I'm gonna get up and go. Wait 10 seconds, and then follow me. Found a secret tunnel that leads out to the jungle. Jacob told me about it. Said you and me have to go.
I'm not going anywhere, Hurley.
You have what it takes.
What did you just say?
He said you have what it takes. He said you know what that meant.
Jacob, where is he?
Turns up whenever he wants, like Obi-Wan Kenobi. If you want to talk to him, he's where we're going, dude.
Well, then let's go see Jacob.
That's interesting, that. You know what, right? I wonder if there was a Star Wars coming out around this time, because, you know, we have referenced it maybe last season and this season a few times now. He obviously wanted to write Empire Strikes Back, was it? You know, when he's having his diary when he was arguing with Miles. So, I don't know. It's quite a clever way of dropping in advertisements for a product. You don't think? So, say, like, you know, how many people watched it? It's 15, 20 million. I know it was really popular at the time. Might have died down now, obviously, in the final ends of the seasons. But, you know, dropping in, I don't know, a company or a show or a name or a drink or something like that would be really good advertisement for the masses anyway who actually watch it. I think the blood on it looks good. The makeup they've used.
He was just pretending to be dead, but he wasn't. Now we get to talk to him.
Does Jin actually know that he was taken off the island?
Gotta get that cleaned up.
Have you been out here all this time by yourself?
Oh, no, I'm not by myself.
Interesting. Do you reckon she is and she's going a bit looper?
If we don't get out of here now, she's gonna kill us both.
I don't think she'll kill Jin. She might kill that other guy.
Whoa! Hey!
I almost shot you.
What are you doing out here? Where's Jin and Sawyer?
Jin went back to the temple, and, Sawyer's on his own.
I'm going to find Claire.
Kate.
I'm going back to beach camp. She might still be there, Jack.
Kate, she's not up at the beach. The people at the temple said that something happened to her. Come with us, and then we'll all go back to the temple together.
Dude. Kinda not invited.
I'm inviting her.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
We're never going to find it.
Take it easy, Mom. It's somewhere in here, and we'll find it.
How's David holding up? He was really upset at the funeral.
Communication is not one of his strong suits.
When you were David's age, your father was lucky if he could get more than one word out of you at a time.
That's because I was terrified of him, Mom.
How do you know David isn't terrified of you? Maybe you should ask him. Last will and testament. Did your father ever mention a Claire Littleton?
Oh, yeah. His sister, innit?
Untie me before she comes back in.
Why would I do that?
Are you not listening to me? She's gonna kill us both.
Gonna get you all cleaned up now, okay? It's all right.
Yo, that was absolutely murder. Look at the
Stitch
gash.
yourself up. I had to do that once. They shot me right here. Lucky I'm still alive.
What are you gonna do with him?
He's gonna tell me where they've got my baby.
We don't have your kid.
You're lying, okay? I know
Crazy.
you have
We
him.
never took you.
Shut up.
Who's your friend?
My friend.
Go on, spill the name.
You're still my friend, aren't you, Jin?
Well, he is, but he's scared.
Hold on. What is new? Now it's your turn.
Do you know what I'm happy with this Claire thing, regardless of where we go with a character, is I think last season at the end of it, I was saying, you know, basically she wasn't in season 5, was she, at all? And I was saying that her character as a whole purpose, so to speak, was revolved around Aaron. It is still technically this storyline. She's going after him again, but her character's full on change. Before, she was just the quiet, you know what I mean, like Claire, you know what I mean. Like, if you look at this Claire and the one that we've had throughout the whole show, it is night and day. It honestly really, really is. But like, this is what I like to see because, you know, sure, she's got acting layers, and do you know what I mean? And I bet she wanted to obviously delve into different roles, and she's always just been given the, you know, I don't know, just a recurring person in the background, look after my baby type of one. And I'm excited to see what we do with her. I actually really am. I feel like she's got potential. I feel like she's time to express herself, and I'm excited to see what we do with it. I've been asking for it. I always like a change of character and the different things, you know. I don't want always everybody to be the same. I always want everybody to move and improve, just like Sawyer, you know what I mean? My personal opinion throughout the whole show and the way we've gone from season 1 to season now, you know what I mean? He has totally changed as a character. He might dip this season and turn into like an a-hole again, and do you know what I mean, if he teams up with Locke, compared to like the progressive one that we've had, kind of caring for everybody and being dead emotional over the previous 5. But it's all about giving character layers, you know what I mean? I've said that his crying, his ability and his facial expressions have been really good recently. He's been given a chance to shine, and hopefully Claire gets it this season. Do you know what I mean? It'll excite me.
Sorry, dude. You know what happened back there? Wrecking your game with Kate? What is that?
Inhaler, like Shannon's, do you remember?
Dude, it's Shannon's. Kate's used to live in? I totally forgot these were in here, man.
Innit? They've been there for years, haven't they? They just left him.
What if we time traveled again to, like, dinosaur time? And then we died, and then we got buried here. What if these skeletons are us?
Ever tell you how I found this place? I was chasing the ghost of my dead father. He led me here. That was his coffin before I smashed it to pieces.
Why'd you do that?
Because he wasn't in it. Hey, dinner's...
I mean, Jack looks like he's got a really nice house. Look at that view.
David, if I did something to upset you, I am really, really sorry. I'm gonna drive over to your mother's house. I know that she's out of town, so if you are there, just don't go anywhere.
Yeah, we're going to see a photo or something, David? Who the mum is.
Just calling to confirm your slot next Friday the 24th at 7 p.m.
Hey, David, it's Dad. I'm in Sydney, Australia. I just needed to hear your voice. I guess I'll try again later.
That was a nice message from Jack, to be fair. What did he say? He's got an appointment with the doctors or something at 7 o'clock. That's literally what he just said. But obviously he's got out, hasn't he? He's disappeared.
Back in L.A., Jacob hopped into the back of my cab and told me I was supposed to, so I came. But if you have a better reason for coming back, let's hear it, man.
I came back here because I was broken. And I was stupid enough to think this place could fix me.
Jack was like the first advocate to come back, wasn't he? Mad that they've missed that all this time on the island.
I don't understand. How is it that we've never seen it before?
I guess we weren't looking for it.
We don't have your kid. We never had your kid.
Stop lying to me, Jin. They stuck me with needles. They branded me. One more chance. Just tell me where my son is.
I don't know where your damn kid is.
They took him. He's been with her, with Kate, for the past 3 years.
We had nothing to do with this. And I promise I will never tell anyone I ever even saw you.
I knew that he was going to get killed. It's good though, just because of the change of the Claire character. Do you know what I mean? Actually, it's decent. Jin's like, this is not the Claire that I'd known, mate, since we come to the island. But the interesting thing is, you know, she's totally forgot that she was the one that left the baby in the trees herself. You know what I mean? Like, was she not at a campsite with Sawyer and Miles and they was all sleeping? And then obviously, like, when Sawyer woke up, she wasn't there. And basically, Miles said that she got up and she said that she was following her dad or something like that. And he was like, why didn't you get her? And he was like, well, you know, you told me to stay put or something. Do you remember? And then obviously he's gone running through the jungle. He's gone trying to find Claire and he didn't. But obviously the baby was laying next to kind of like a tree and Sawyer was the one that kind of rescued it. Pretty sure that's what happened anyway. But obviously she's got no recollection of that. I wonder if she can remember being in the house with Christian and, do you know what I mean, sitting there in like Jacob's cabin. You know, that again's really interesting. She's been there, you know, 3 years without a baby. She obviously must think, well, she obviously thought that they took them. Now, she's been branded, burnt on her arm. I'm guessing that what that means is it's a sign to their people that she is somebody not to be messed with, or like to try and take out or something, because they've done that with Saeed as well. It must be the test that they do to check that if you're okay. But I wonder if it's only them two that have been kind of this procedure on, or if there's more of them, because he did say it happened to somebody else, and today we kind of learned that he was talking about Claire.
Pretty cool, huh? Jacob's in here. I guess so.
They're all pros at karate kicking doors, aren't they? Jack plays the piano, don't he?
Is that your son?
Yes.
He's really good.
Oh, look at him.
They are too young to have this kind of pressure. It's hard to watch and be unable to help. Your son has a gift. How long has he been playing?
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
It's interesting that he's there, obviously with his kid.
Must have built this to help ships get here and stuff.
Mate, Hurley's well knackered.
Tell me when it gets to 108 degrees.
How have you just seen something behind him? Was it a church or something? I don't know. Go on, look, it's...
Turn it to 23 degrees.
What? What is that?
It's my house.
That's weird.
I haven't lived in that house since I was a kid. He's been watching us. You said that he would be here.
Well, I was just kind of assuming. He just kind of shows up whenever he feels like it.
Jack is reactionary though. Sawyer said that, innit? And look, he's gonna smash it up if he don't.
Why was he watching?
I don't know.
Why is my name written down on this thing?
He didn't tell me.
What does he want from me?
Are we supposed to do
What does he want from
I don't know, Jack! No!
Sawyer was right, wasn't he? Do you remember when he was talking about leadership and he was saying that, you know, basically I'm sitting down and reading a book and getting my strategies right, do you know what I mean? I'm changing it. You was all about reactions. You get a bit of information, you just go bang, 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 you know what I mean? Go. Straight away, Jack here, you know. Yeah, okay. Hurley did get told that he had to come with Jack, and he's took him. He assumed that Jacob was going to be there, you know. Can't really blame him for assuming that, basically, because Jacob told him to go to that location. But Jack's gone round, seen his name on that thing, seen his house, and just flipped. He's not gone to anybody else. It wasn't just Jack Shepherd that was on there. Do you know what I mean? It had everybody else's, and I'm surprised that he didn't go and check a few things. I thought it might have been like the hospital or the locations where Jacob first engaged with people, but no, it's his house, you know. Shows that he's been watching them for ages, but then Jack's just ruined it. Do you know what I mean? Reactionary Jack just gone in, smashed it all, and then just left because Hurley didn't have the answers just like that when he needed them.
You were great in there.
I missed a couple of notes.
Sounded perfect from where I was standing.
I thought I could get back to your place before you got home.
I didn't even know you were still playing.
I made Mom promise not to tell you. It was always such a big deal to you. I didn't tell you I was coming here because I didn't want you to see me fail.
My father didn't want to see me fail either. He said that I didn't have what it takes. Spent my whole life carrying that around with me. I will always love you, no matter what you do. In my eyes, you can never fail.
No, it's pretty good seeing that Jack as a dad.
I've got some pizza back at the house. You hungry?
Mate, I love cold pizza. Love it, absolutely love it. I wonder if we're going to get to a point where like one of the timelines starts remembering or crossing with the other ones, you know, with the mental things.
Where were you, man?
You got ink on your forehead.
I have ink on my forehead? That's all you have to say? Whoever you said we needed to help get to the island is totally screwed. Everything you wanted me to do didn't get done. You don't even care. Did you want Jack to see what was in that mirror?
Jack is here because he has to do something. He can't be told what that is. He's got to find it himself. Sometimes you can just hop in the back of someone's cab and tell them what they're supposed to do. Other times, you have to let them look out at the ocean for a while. I had to get you and Jack as far away from that temple as I possibly could. Someone's coming there.
We gotta warn them.
You can't warn them, Hugo. I'm sorry, it's too late.
Look, if I didn't kill him, he would have killed me.
There, please. Whatever you're thinking.
Why'd you say that Kate was raising Aaron?
I was lying. But because I wanted to save his life. Aaron is at the temple. I know because I saw him there.
How do we get in?
There's a secret way. No one will see us.
And I'm so glad to know you were lying, because if what you said was the truth, if Kate was raising Aaron, I'd kill her.
John?
It's not John. This is my friend.
That's interesting. Did you know if John died? I don't even know, actually, you know. We know that everybody else knew that John died, but I'm not too sure Jin did, because he technically never left the island, Jin, did he? You know, he was on there, and he went to get, it was Kate, HURLEY, Saeed wanted, Jack, Son, you know what I mean, Ben as well. I'm not too sure if Jin knows that John technically died, but that's a friend, so that's interesting. Both of them have obviously, she may be consumed by the mist. That's what it is. Like, maybe the black mist is inside of her a little bit's inside of Saeed. We've still not seen that progression of what it is that they're scared of, you know what I mean, inside them. And like, we know that Claire is one of the people that have been infected, so to speak. They said they've seen it before. And Saeed, obviously, we've seen them do the test on him, and they feel like he again is infected himself. Now, again, the interesting thing is, you could see here that she was saying if it was true that Kate was actually bringing Aaron up, you know, that she would kill her. But again, in Kate's defense, it was her own fault for leaving a baby stranded in the woods, and, you know, basically they saved him. You know what I mean? Like, the flip side is she should be totally grateful. You know what I mean? Like, that Aaron is actually healthy and okay and being cared for. And Kate's actually, when she finds her, going to come and obviously tell her where Aaron is and how he is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as if the baby was taken. To me, it was a different thing there. Like, at the start of the show, do you remember when he was on the beach and people come in and they took the kids off them? They're taken. They was chilling, sleeping, and they was actually pinched, stolen, taken away. That is not actually what happened with Aaron. You know what I mean? Like, if you was listening to the Kate story when she was telling Claire's mum everything that happened, and basically she was saying, I took him off the island because we searched for Claire all over. We couldn't find her. You know what I mean? She was gone, and the best thing was to get him away. You know what I mean? And give him a healthy upbringing. And it's not Claire's fault that, I mean, sorry, it's not Kate's fault that actually happened. And you could see the interesting change in the Claire character, which is exciting for me. Now, I was thinking there, why would Jin actually be telling us this information? I was lying. I don't know how it would have benefited him, only for the fact that maybe he's doing it because he thinks that's the only way he'll keep himself alive. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he's thinking, do you know what? If I actually say that the baby's here and I know where the passage is, then she'll need me and I'll be okay then. And I can maybe get all the way back to the temple and get inside safely whilst they obviously attack her, or, do you know what I mean? She doesn't kill me. So that maybe that was his strategic approach, but now Locke's here. Maybe it can all go up in flames, who knows? Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you're not yet voted for your most liked characters of the whole entire franchise, please do. 3 votes are allowed. It takes 30 seconds, and obviously your results and mine will be shown in the final episode of this season. So, it seems like we're taking the season 1 approach, in my opinion, of spending basically the episodes focusing in around one character. We've not really done that in the past few seasons. We've been kind of flickering between different people, different stories, but now, you know, with this parallel universe, so to speak, and obviously stuff going on in the island, we've reverted back to our old original self. It used to be, we used to be on the island in season 1 and we'd get obviously everybody here in the present, but then we used to get the backstory of them, and like we was building the characters, you know what I mean, and we was learning and getting stories and you know, building connections with them. And now it's kind of the same on the flip side. You know, basically last episode it was all about Locke, wasn't it, or whoever the person is, and then we had obviously the alternate world where obviously he was in his wheelchair still, going on his outback, going to work, getting starts, meeting Helen and all that sort of stuff. And in today's episode again, it's all about Jack. You know, in his alternate world, he's a kid. He's got a kid, mate. You know, he's a dad, he's a father. We didn't really know who the mother is. It'd be a good and interesting twist if it was Kate, but I don't think it is, because obviously with the Kate one, you know, we had her running away from the air marshal again. You know, she was still arrested, wasn't she? And she was still making a run for it. So I don't think it is going to be her, but it'd be interesting to see. Would it be the same wife that he had in the previous, you know, like in the previous show? Was it Sarah? Who knows? She was out of town today, so we didn't see her. But, you know, he's got a kid, Clay from 13 Reasons Why. If you've watched the show on the channel, you know, seen many of him. Stroppy in that, Stroppy in this. You know, interesting. They had a bike in that, bike in this again. You know, the guy's playing a consistent character. But it's interesting because we had the Jack storyline, obviously, in the alternate world and on the island with the help of HURLEY as well. Jacob did say that they had to take him somewhere. They needed to basically draw a ship in somebody was visiting the island and he took him to a lighthouse after writing loads of stuff down on his arm. He said that it was imperative that Jack was there to go with them. And then when they've actually gone to this lighthouse and they've looked down, basically this like numbering system, as they're ticking through the different numbers on the glass as it's panning through, you know, they could see different things. Jack's obviously gone and took to his name, seen that it's his house, seen that he's been watched ever since he was a kid, and obviously he's fuming with it. Quick reaction, as we know Jack does. Smashed all the glass, you know, stormed off because HURLEY couldn't give him the answers straight away. Jacob's turned up in a little while. He's actually said to, obviously, HURLEY was like, look, mate, you know, some people, all they need is a hand on the shoulder, a bit of information, somebody to meet them in the taxi, somebody to tell them what to do. Other people need to be seeing something, they need to sit, they need to reflect, they need to stare in the ocean, they need to figure out their plans. So it's a different approach to different people. And maybe Jack is the actual worthy one. Maybe out of all the names that's left, you know what I mean? Sawyer's joining. What is it now? Locke. Maybe Jack is the one that's actually here to save the island, because he started to believe destiny. He started to believe it. He was like Locke 2.0. He actually was towards the end of last season. So it'd be exciting to see how it goes. And obviously, if Sawyer is following Locke now, maybe he reunites with Jin here and Claire, and he'll actually know that Kate actually did take Aaron, and maybe might spill something or not. I don't really know. It's going to be interesting to see. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.